that where you end up in orange for the next 50 years. And now, after today, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. What about the complaining witness and the terroristic threat? Who is that?
That warning about 50 years in prison, it sounds extreme for a first-time offense, but in this courtroom, the line between a second chance and a life sentence is much thinner than you think. Meet Mr. Proctor. For 27 years, he had a perfectly clean record until one single night changed everything. On the surface, this is a standard DWI plea, but then a second, far more violent charge for terroristic threats surfaces. How does someone go from 0 arrests to suddenly facing decades in orange? The judge is offering a potential way out today, but with a chilling reminder. If Proctor slips up now, there is no one left to bail him out. To understand the hidden psychology of these high-stakes plea deals and how justice is actually served, hit subscribe and join us. Let's go back to the very start of this life-changing hearing.
We got the T. We get the TRAS back?
Yes, sir. Medical supervision. He's going to have to take medical supervision. They recommend medical supervision for the DWI. Yeah.
Medical supervision?
Yes, sir.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll get it here.
Yes, sir.
I could be after you because I don't just visit treatment as a problem, and then let me know when you treatment.
Something else.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
I don't need to come back here.
You don't need to come back here.
I won't be back here.
That's good. That's good.
You've never been in trouble in 27 years with this, you know.
What alcohol is doing. What alcohol is doing. Oh, it's not you, it's the alcohol.
Do you mind printing it out for me?
I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Is there anything that you get any eligible for deferred probation or not?
Not for DWI, sir.
Gotcha.
No. You know, Mr. Proctor, I told you that I wanted to follow whatever the TRAS said, you know, and I'm going to stick to that. You know, sometimes I'm surprised by what the findings are, but I trust them to make the right decisions, and I hope that you. So here, they recommended medically assisted treatment to address the alcohol abuse or dependency. That means that you have to go to a doctor, right? The problem is that we can't pay for that.
Right.
I can't pay for that. When it's on the outside, if it's here where they would have recommended like residential or something of this nature, I would pay for it for you. I can't pay for this. So you're going to be expected to do this on your own. You know, the other thing that they're recommending is intensive outpatient treatment followed by supportive outpatient treatment, which I think at a minimum should be done, because the idea is that you learn from this, because something is going on and the coping mechanisms that are being used, they're just not good, because we don't want another death. We don't want you to make some kind of decision that has a lifelong consequence where you end up in orange for the next 50 years, you know? Are you working at this time? Well, obviously not right now, but were you?
Yes.
What were you doing?
I worked at an equipment shop. Rental equipment shop.
Do you still have it?
I probably not.
It's a jail.
Hey, I guess we need to give him some time, you know, can we apply for TAP funding for him? Okay, I'm gonna try to apply to get stuff paid for you, because I know that there's some, funding that is available for people if they qualify, and I think you do. You have to understand, in this life, that you don't have anyone that's going to bond you out. When you're out there, if you make the wrong decision, you're stuck, as you now see, really, it's not that hard. Now, what we're doing is you're pleading guilty to the DWI. The DWI is going to go on your record. They're going to dismiss the terroristic threat, but you need to understand that forever and a day, if you get pulled over, what does an officer do? They first look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI, they roll up to your window and they smell alcohol or dope. It's probably not going to go well for you. And now, after today, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The agreement that you have worked out is a 1 year in Harris County Jail to be probated for 15 months. You must do, is this a true first?
I believe so.
Or Proctor, if you don't mind looking at
Yes,
it.
sir. It is a true program.
Okay, so it's 1 year in jail to be probated for 15 months. You must do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels. Well, we've already done the TRAS, so these are the conditions. You've already done the TRAS, so that's not a need. No drugs, alcohol, substance abuse treatment. No breath test refusal. If you are pulled over, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. Can you look at him, see if his license is down? No, you must maintain a guardian interlock and 25 hours of community service. Do you have any children? Okay. If you do a parenting class, I will waive the community service for you.
It is not eligible.
Your license is not eligible. It got suspended, so you cannot drive at this time. So one of the conditions I'd like is for him to get his license back. Your license got suspended because of an administrative license hearing versus DPS, and I can have Mr. D explain that to you. You were giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement, Mr. Proctor. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this. If you ever have a problem while you're on this probation, you can always come back and talk to us. We can work through anything. If you just take off, that's about the worst thing that you can do. If you pick up a new case, that's about the worst thing that can happen. What about the complaining witness and the terroristic threat? Who is that?
The language in the text that you're on is. So it's. He was not filed as a family household.
Do we know, did you have the rip done? Do we know if she wants to have contact with him or no?
I do go to the function when we want to proceed. Claire says she's filed contact, but she doesn't believe the defendant.
Okay, just so that we'll just add no threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness and the terroristic threat. Just be mindful, what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think, it's what she perceives. All right? How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, waive all his fees. I'm going to waive all your fees. It's never about the money. I don't care about the money. Just do what you say you're going to do it well, so we don't see you again. All right, good luck.
So without telling about the driver's license, yes.
Okay. Hey, if he needs, Mr. D, if he needs an occupation license, I'm okay with it. And you can file the pauper's affidavit and
The deal is done. Mr. Proctor walked away with probation and his fees waived. But here's the question. Was justice actually served today? Comment below, team judge or team prosecution. Was this a compassionate second chance for a first-timer or a dangerous oversight of that terroristic threat? If this case caught you by surprise, hit like. Share this with anyone who values the truth behind the bench.